fall. Welcome to GenRep 2's Cooking 101. And today we're going to make breakfast, one of my absolute favorite meals of the day. So when you're shopping, you should get your eggs at the very end of your time in the store. So these are a lot of eggs, or a lot to choose from. And you basically want to look for jumbo or extra large eggs, because that's what most recipes call for. So yeah, these ones are great price, and you should just look, and you want to check to make sure that all your eggs are not cracked, and these look great. Check to make sure that the date is right, the sell by date. Okay, December 24th, that's way in the future, and we're also going to use them all today. So we're going to get 2 dozen eggs just because we have a lot of eggs and frittata to make. Alright, so now that we have all of our ingredients, we're going to start cooking. So first we're going to make just scrambled eggs. So all we need, obviously, is our carton of eggs and some salt and pepper. And we're going to do that first. Breakfast is by far one of the most important meals of the day. It's not only a great way to improve your cooking skills, but it's also a fantastic way to improve your eating habits. The time that you spend at Starbucks waiting for a coffee or a pastry, you can whip up some great scrambled eggs, like what we're going to do here. So, I have my carton of eggs out in my bowl. I have all my stuff in front of me. So cracking an egg is not that hard. So just grip it firmly, press it, kind of slam it against the counter, and then peel the sides of the shell open, and then put it in the bowl. Okay, so I'm gonna make 3 eggs just because it's like a good amount to put in the pan. Toss those in the sink. So, cracking eggs, you get the hang of it. Don't be afraid. If you get a shell in the bowl, just fish it out with your finger. You washed your hands, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, you can use a whisk or a fork. Fork is always on hand, so it's easy. So you're just going to beat the eggs together like this. So you can do this just for a little bit until all the eggs are well mixed together. So it has kind of like a smooth consistency, and all the eggs, the egg white and the egg yolk, have been mixed all together. And then I like putting just a little bit of salt and pepper in my eggs before I cook them, just because I often forget at the end. Yay, eggs! Okay, so you're gonna put just a little bit of butter inside your pan, your skillet, turn on your burner, and you want it on like medium-low heat. Actually, I need some more butter. You can use butter or oil, whatever you most prefer. Okay. And so you just kind of wait for it to melt in the pan. Stirring the eggs like this will ensure a silky texture to your eggs. A cool technique that makes your eggs really good is controlling the temperature of the pan by moving it off the heat, off the burner for a while. So, this just helps make the eggs nicer. Eggs! Yeah. This is a point in the eggs where if you like your eggs a little runny, you can eat them like this. It's okay to eat. I personally don't like any like gooey texture on my eggs. It's just not what I like. And then this is a good time to add any extra things you want to your eggs. So I'm putting basil in just because I thought it would be a nice addition. Or you can put cheese or other things you want in your eggs, and just kind of mix them all together. And then I like them well done, so there isn't any like a gooey part left. But yeah, your eggs are done. This took what, like 5 minutes at the most. It's so easy. It's so healthy for you, and it is awesome. Yay! Eggs! Alright, so we just finished making the eggs, and now we're going to make a second dish. We're going to make a spinach and cheese frittata. A frittata is a fancy word for basically an open omelet, an omelet that you don't flip. So it's not scary. You're not going to find like omelet on the floor. Like it's okay, but it's so good and it's so easy. So the first thing that you need is an oven-safe dish, because what's actually going to happen is we're going to saute our vegetables. We're going to mix our eggs and cheese in a bowl. Then we're going to pour that over the sauteed mixture, stick it on the stove for a while, and then put it in the oven for about 10 minutes. Alright, so let's get started. So I have the onions chopped up, and now I'm gonna put some olive oil in the pan, wait for that to be hot. And kind of while this is all going on, you can do multiple steps at once. So the olive oil is heating up, so now I'm gonna crack the eggs into our bowl. So just like we learned last time with the scrambled eggs, smack it firmly against the counter and then spread the shells apart. So we're going to use 6 eggs. That sounds like a lot, but it really isn't because this is going to be a dish for a lot of people. So you can have your friends over and have brunch. I know we all, once we're in apartments, really miss dorm brunch on Saturdays, but now you can have people over and make your own brunch. Alright, so we know the oil's hot enough because it really runs through the pan really quick. Alright, so adding the onions, sauteing the diced onions. Alright, and so this is probably a little too high, so we're going to turn it kind of on medium, saute them, so they're all coated in oil. Alright, so while that's happening, let's mix up our egg and cheese mixture. I bought a 4-cheese blend from Trader Joe's, but you can really use any cheese you want. Whatever you prefer. I really like Parmesan, so you're gonna add about a half a cup. You can use a little more if you really like cheese. I really like cheese, so I'll put a little bit more in. And then you're just gonna mix up the eggs and the cheese together in this bowl. And so we have our sauteed onions, and now I'm going to put what seems like a ton of spinach in here. But what's really cool is all the water in the spinach gets cooked out and it wilts. So you just really pile it on top of the pan of your onions, and then it will cook down. I'm also going to add some basil to the mix because I thought it would be good. Add some flavor. Okay, so you just kind of wait around for about 5 minutes for the spinach to wilt down, and you can kind of just like prod it with your spoon to get all of the spinach in contact with the pan so it can heat up. And the heat's about at medium-low. Just kind of look over it to make sure that nothing's burning, but that really shouldn't be a problem. Alright, so even though you can see that all the spinach is wilted down, you're still going to want to let lots of the water evaporate. So you're still going to cook it for about another 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, so now that the spinach and onions are all ready to go, we're going to add the egg and cheese mixture, and you're just going to pour it over the vegetables. And pour it over, just like that. Okay, and so now you're gonna let it cook undisturbed for about 8 to 10 minutes, and we'll check back then to see how it's doing. Alright, so our frittata has cooked on the stove for about 10 minutes, and now we're gonna move to the oven. And you can just put the entire frittata in the pan, in the oven, just like this. And it'll be in there for probably about 10-ish minutes. So we'll check on it then. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes, and actually that's a lie, it's not been 15 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes, and now our frittata is time to take out of the oven. Okay, yay! It is all done, and we have a beautiful frittata that you can just kind of cut up and serve to your friends with a salad or some fruit, and you have a great brunch.